Alright, now we're gonna try again. Oy vey. Alright, it's looking good so far. I'm keeping my eye on it. Blah 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 blah. Just getting back to where we were. I'm not rereading all this text. Death to the text. Still seems to be keeping up this time.
Oh, hey, look.
Are we actually getting through this time?
Looks like it.
That is wonderful. Alright, this is Paper Sorcerer, not the frozen-ass screen you were seeing before. That was just horrible. We will use our Black Bolt, because I should kill the guard, like, instantly. I found 3 wooden coins, 5 gems, and 100 experience. See, I don't think I can open any of these. Nope, all the doors are closed. I'm going to be trying to do a completionist run here. I actually know my way around all the levels up until 8 very well. The Peaceful Path, learning to put banditry behind you. You take it? Of course I want to take it. You decide to steal the book about learning not to steal. We will open the bed. We will examine the bed. Underneath the bed you find a small dusty box. A wooden idol, carved to resemble a rotund female goblin. Of course I'm going to take it. And that's all we want from the box. Bed, box, they're the same thing, really. We will loot the hell out of this armor. It's all crap, but it's better than the non-existent we have right now, so use the key on the chest and open the chest to get 4 restoration crystals, and we move onward. Combat defense. Ah, I forgot to equip anything. That could actually be a problem. Oh well. Hopefully it won't cause any massive issues. My desk just came apart. That might cause some issues. Might not cause issues, I'd say. Maybe we'll Black Bolt this guard. Because screw the guards, it's very easy to kill this early on. Ooh, I think that's the first time I've seen him drop a rune this early. Give him the worthless iron staff. And some rags. And the tough rune, because he needs it more than the cultist right now. Alright, now they've got some basic equipment on. Let's go forward. Yes, I want to go to the next level. I've cleared block 1, level 1. Yay! You can feel some of your power returning, and may summon one of your former thralls to aid in your escape. Let's see. Well, we've got a healer now. Who do you think we should take next? I like the werewolf and minotaur. I've never tried the goblin or abomination. The imp is interesting. The ghost is kind of silly. I'll wait for the rest of the world to catch up, so a decision can be made.
So who do we have now?
Another party selection.
And did someone else get added?
What?
Did someone else get added, or was I just kind of seeing things?
We can add another party member now. I'm waiting to see what everyone has to say on it. Everyone being you and DK, apparently. It's Delta Kilo, not Donkey Kong.
Oh. I was disappointed. I thought Donkey Kong was here.
It would be cool if Donkey Kong was here.
Who did you say you hadn't used yet?
So far, I've not tried the Goblin or the Abomination. I like the Werewolf, the Minotaur, and the Skeleton. The Vampire's kind of fun. The Ghost is kind of silly. The Imp and Witch are both kind of, until they get to a really high level, not worth much. And the Troll is very variable. Haha! I don't know if you're following the chat. But
Leader of the pack. I don't know, that thing just goes over my head.
apparently you did not watch the Donkey Kong cartoon.
It has been way too long. Way too long.
Fair enough. So, does anyone have input on who I should take? I'm not moving anywhere until I get some input.
I would say Minotaur.
You would say what?
The Minotaur.
The Minotaur.
Yeah, Minotaur.
The Minotaur really does hit like a truck. We will summon the Minotaur.
Summon.
Maybe we'll put gear on the Minotaur, because otherwise it's just sad. You come across a hunched-over old goblin sweeping in the hallway. As you approach, he turns to you, and his eyes slowly widen until they're the size of saucers. Those are some big eyes with some very small saucers. He looks around to make sure no one else is around, and hobbles up to you. What are you doing here? How did you get out of your cell? A very strange mouse helped me. He squints at you. A mouse? He thinks for a moment before suddenly letting out a gasp. The spirit of the book! The who of the what? After a furtive glance over his shoulder, he leans in closer. Right now, you're in a magical artifact of great power. The Librum Claustrum, which I almost read as Librum Castration, which sounds far more horrible. A book that isn't really a book at all, more like its own extra-dimensional space. It is used by heroes under orders of the king to imprison evil and maintain peace in the realm. It's like a TARDIS, only it's a book instead of a phone booth. Evil, such as you and I. When someone or something is put here, they're supposed to go into a deep sleep for all eternity. Dreaming the dreams of madmen. Oh, the dreams I dream every day. Let's see. But, as we know, that isn't always the case.
Sometimes the spells designed to sap our power don't work. Other times, the spirit of the book has been known to interfere. Either way, the result is usually the same. An inmate escapes and the guards hunt them down. They relish the excitement. What do you ask?
What do you do here?
I mostly clean up after the guards. They let me stay up because I repented my evil ways and I make the laundry smell like freshly cut grass. But believe me, if I could, I would burn this whole place to the ground.
What's the spirit of the book?
I don't really know. No one does. I think she's an inmate who escaped, like you.
What are these gems everyone's carrying around?
Ah, those gems have a very special property. If you look into one and concentrate, you can briefly see the outside world through someone else's eyes. For the people here, it offers a brief but intoxicating bit of escapism. Most people here actually use them as currency. After you've been here for so long, being able to see the real world, even briefly, is more valuable than any sword or diamond.
I don't know, I'd rather have a sword.
Sure, let's look into a gem.
You look into the gem and concentrate. You feel yourself slowly being drawn in until everything goes dark. There's a flash of light, and suddenly, you're standing at a bathroom sink. You look into the mirror and see a middle-aged man staring back at you. Placing a hand on your rather round gut, you let out a deep sigh. I used to be so skinny. You think to yourself in a voice you've never heard before. Suddenly, there's another flash, and you're back in the leaf with the goblin. He gives you a knowing look and nods. The gem in your hand has crumbled to dust. Is there anything you can do to avoid the guards?
You're lucky you met me. It so happens I know.
He sees the wood knife you're carrying.
Hey, that's mine. How'd you get that?
Ah, I found it while we were on Second Son's room.
That was my room. You just go around stealing anything not nailed down?
Yeah, every chance I get.
You scoundrels!
He grins.
You remind me of myself when I was younger. On the bottom is a hidden latch. Inside is something I was saving, but you could probably use it more than me.
I find a scroll of the owl.
As I was saying, there's a safe place.
He turns around abruptly at the sound of two men talking in a room down the hall.
There isn't much time.
He hands you a red feather.
There's a safe place where others like you are hiding. If you continue through the cell block, you'll eventually come across a dark pit. Jump into it. This feather will ensure you wind up in the sanctuary. Good luck. Oh yeah, watch out for the knight. He's in charge of this block.
Before you can ask any more questions, he runs off. Like a coward. And that's what an enemy looks like. Let's beat him up. We will Black Bolt a guard. We will Divine Power everyone. And we will... let's just smack someone. Let's smack the squire. But a lot of these characters are equatable to D&D classes. The sorcerer is, of course, a sorcerer. The cultist is closest to a cleric. The minotaur, I would say, probably a barbarian. The werewolf is a monk. The skeleton would be your standard warrior. The witch would probably be... closest to a druid, honestly. The thief's a thief, obviously. The assassin would be, I'd say, the ranger. I don't remember what the other classes are off the top of my head. I'd have to actually see them again. Healing potion. A button! My god, GG, we got a button.
A button?
Hold my pants on.
Who's got the button?
Oh, who are we fighting? Bull rush all enemies. focus. And Veil Divine Power. I probably should have done that in a different order, but no. Prick attack, that's new. Oh, I stunned my Minotaur! The prick! Oh well. That'll just make it that much worse for him next turn. I can't use Divine Power again. I can quick heal the Sorcerer. I can just attack a Scout. And he's still stunned, so he can't do anything. There we go. Bull rush the enemies. Attack the Scout. And in case they don't all die, let's Black Bolt. Ah, I missed the one. Glad I decided to smack him with the mace. And Black Bolt the other one. I found leather boots, a basic wind rune, which is nice. Ooh, I've learned Smite. That's a new one. I've never really played much with the cultist. We will give him the boots. And I'll keep the agility one for later. What is behind door number 2? Loots! Fat loots. A sack of dirt. Another button. Some tobacco leaves. I can roll myself a cigarette finally. Crumpled piece of paper that reads, "From now on, keep your stuff on the outside of your room." And in the chest we have a brass snuff box. And more money! Ooh. Yay, fat loops. Alright, we're going through that door. Yes, Ozzy?
What?
Oh, you said something.
I said money.
Ah.
Money.
How are the audio levels? I think I should turn the game audio down a bit, actually. It's very loud. That... I'm on audio. Alright, I can't really change that. I can change it over here. Sure. So let's see if that's any better. There's another hallway. You can feel some of your power returning. You may summon one of your former thralls to aid in your escape. See here. Who should we summon now? The werewolf, who is a monk. The skeleton, who is a warrior. The vampire, who is a vampire. The ghost, who I'd say is probably closest to a priest, because he has buffs and debuffs. The imp, who would be most like a warlock. The goblin, who is a thief. The witch, who does have some really powerful healing and some decent curses. The assassin, who can do a lot of damage, but needs a lot of energy. The shadow, who can hit like a truck or do nothing. It depends on his mood. Or the abomination, who defends the party from magic.
Another pick.
Another pick.
Who do we have?
In our party?
Yeah.
The sorcerer, who is us. The minotaur, who is a powerful berserker like a barbarian. And the cultist, who is basically a cleric. We'll get others later on, but not for quite a while, so choose wisely.
I have no idea.
Chat, any input? Now let's go with the goblin because picking locks seems useful. And he has bombs. Bombs are always nice.
That sounds good to me. Bobbity-bobbity-boop-de-boo.
And we'll put some gear on our goblin because right now he's all naked. Don't want a naked goblin.
Oh, some might.
Okay, I don't want a naked goblin. How's that? You can have a naked goblin if you want one, but you keep him to yourself. I know you don't know the game well enough. I just wanted input. Chat, member, Jake.
Guy.
To be fair, most of these characters I'm not overly familiar with, so anyone's guess is as good as mine. I usually roll with a melee heavy party. I gave you the mod power, I can take it away. Oh, cheap shot. Sounds like my kind of combat. Let's smite someone. I only stole 3 gems. That's not very useful. Smite's pretty good. Could've used him more. And let's just smack him around. We will smack the guard around. Oh, he died. He died how he lived. Like a punk. Ooh, I get Frostfall. Wild Swing. Shark Attack. All nice things, I think. And in the chest we have a Silver Carafe. 25 gems. Some nails. More gems. More tobacco leaves. Om nom nom. Smoking is good. Leather boots, which are nice. Ooh! A nicer mace. That's actually very lovely. More gems. And more gems. Let's equip that new mace and some other things we picked up. It's a slightly better mace. They'll give you the boots. The Minotaur haven't. Yep, he's already got an accessory. So we will give the goblin a helmet. He needs a hat. He's earned a hat. He's a good guy. For me. I mean, in general, he's not, but... a glowing orb of magical light. Oh, it's a glowing ball of light. Ooh, you're a new one? Just what are you up to? I think I'll follow you for a bit and find out. Hehehe. And inside the bag we have a dead rat. You decide to leave him in relative peace. I would take him with me, but the game won't let me. What would I do with a dead rat? Who knows? Anything I wanted. It's dead, it can't complain. A Qatar which would go on our assassin, who we don't have. Combat. It's a dwarf! Kill the dwarf! Death to dwarves! Apparently many people in my world sound like they're from the Old West. I don't know why, but... Oop. My door keeps opening. Freaking me out. And we killed the dwarf. Stupid dwarf.
It's open.
What?
What keeps opening?
My door. It's right next to me.
Yeah.
Keeps smacking me in the side of the head. Of course, there are a lot of lads in here who don't know what they're doing. Sons of farmers and gutter rats promised a life with purpose. They're just too young to understand what being here forever really means. The final page looks like it's gotten wet. The ink is blurry and hard to read, but you can make some of it out. Was the only one who understood me. Now he's dead. Kynric didn't deserve that. I'm sure that stinking goblin knows something. Next time the others aren't around, I'll make him talk. And I think I just killed the owner of that journal. He's with Kynric now. Rotting on the floor back there somewhere. Wherever I left his corpse. Oh, a sharpened iron longsword. That could potentially be useful. And a door. In case you haven't noticed, I'm very easily distracted. I still can't even figure out if you're supposed to be going up or down in this game. Because you do go up some stairs, you go down some stairs, you go sideways. I don't know which direction you're heading. I mean, obviously it doesn't make much difference because it's a pretty linear path, but... Well, for right now it's a pretty linear path. It gets far more confusing later. But chances are that will have to wait for another day. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, no, it's not. You fall very slowly. Probably because you're made out of paper! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! I laugh in your face, shadow of death! With grim solemnity, the well-armored knight.
I know where you're trying to go, sorcerer, and you'll never make it!
The fact you have made it this far speaks to your skills. However, your insurrection ends here. He hefts his sword up and enters into an attack stance. So let's beat up a knight. And stealth. We will black bolt the knight. We'll use divine power because it makes us all stronger. The knight is actually the first really tough fight in the game. So if you haven't made it this far, you're just not good. If you're playing the game and you haven't made it at least this far, you're just not good. I'm gonna wait on that. Skill, cheap shot. I'll cheap shot the knight. I'll focus, and I will, I guess, quick heal the goblin. Hopefully I'll heal the goblin before the knight has a chance to kill him. Oh, I stole 20 gems from him. That's pretty nice. Oh, man. This guy really does hit like a truck. But we might. Oh right, I need full power to use my brutal strength thing. Just gonna focus on him, I suppose. Ooh, that actually hit pretty hard. I might finally... Yes, I'm finally getting through his defense. My goblin didn't get smacked. That's nice. Skill. Brutal strike. Smack him with all your brute. I'll stealth on him. I'll smite the knight. And I guess I'll focus again. Oh, and he smites me. That's okay, he smited the cultist. Cultist, not an issue. We'll trick attack the knight. We'll heal the sorcerer. We'll black bolt the knight. and that's going to take a while to cool down, so we'll just smack him around again. Now, hopefully that'll stun him. I don't think it stunned him. Nope, didn't stun him. And he killed my sorcerer. So, of course, my cultist tries to heal him anyway, because my cultist doesn't know any better. Oh, well. Let's just keep attacking him. We can... Oh, crap, I didn't want to do that. Why did you defend, Minotaur? I need you to kill things, not save your own ass. We can heal up in a little. Right now, we need to make him not alive. Making the knight not alive is priority. Dagnabbit. Otherwise, this run will be over. We can brutal strike again. Yeah, we'll cheap shot. We'll take the cheap shot. We didn't get anything from him, but we did do 10 damage. Alright, and it's down to just the Minotaur and the Knight now. Let's see who has... they're about even, actually. But my party's been doing a lot more damage to the Knight than he can do to me, so... Alright. We should probably bring someone back to life. That seems important, seeing as how our Minotaur is probably going to die soon. Probably before we can kill the Knight. Honestly. Yeah. Like I said, the Knight is not fun.
Jeez.
That's the one plus side of having the werewolf in your party for this. He is very fast in his attacks. At least, so the Knight takes more hits. Yay, the Knight's dead. We've killed the Knight. And Cultist leveled up. Well, then you're dead, Ozzy. I hate to break it to you. You're dead. Ooh, smoke bomb. We learned to smoke bomb. On a character who is currently deceased, but he'll come back to life later. Probably. As soon as we get to a nice, comfy bed. Ooh, a magician's bracelet. That's new. Jump down the hole! As you fall, you start to feel lightheaded. Right before you black out, the strangest sensation comes over you. It feels like your body is getting pushed through a cheese grater, but not in a painful way. You only have a few seconds to ponder this. I don't know how you can push through a cheese grater in a non-painful way, actually.
Makes no damn sense.
As
Of course, I don't have anyone we're talking about.
Well, have you ever been pushed through a cheese grater?
Not yet.
It sounds like you plan on doing it at some point in the future, though.
Perhaps.
As you come to, you're approached by a woman you've never met before, but who seems familiar. I'm glad you finally made it. Based off your reputation, I thought that Knight wouldn't even stand a chance, but he gave you a good bit of a challenge. We've met before, haven't we? You're a perceptive one. That's going to come in handy. Some call me the spirit of the book, and this is the sanctuary. A safe place for all who seek escape from the Librum Claustrum. She has a very manly voice. Well, relatively safe. You don't get sealed in here for being nice. Anyway, let's get down to business. You see, even though this book we're in is our prison, it's still a book, subject to all the frailty and limitations of any book. Books are held together by their bindings, and if the bindings are broken... Obviously pleased with herself, she pauses with a self-satisfied air. The Librum is broken into blocks. Each block consists of 3 floors guarding the binding, and the binding itself. You will need to ascend through the Librum, breaking the bindings on every block. When the last one is broken, we may do as we please. Now, I'm going to teach you a powerful spell. It's called Chant of Unmaking. You quickly learn the spell, taking only a few hours. You're a quick learner. Before you go back, you should acquaint yourself with some locals here. Some of the heroes in the Libram could tear you apart as you are now, so you're going to need some help. Also, take this. She hands you a gem! This will enable you to return here whenever you want. Your next destination should be Block 2. I've heard it smells awful. Make sure to take a bath when you get back. Alright, well. First thing being first, we're going to drop off the glowing thingy-majig.
Come closer. There's something you can help me with. It appears you have a follower. It's okay. You can show yourself.
The ball of light you found earlier appears from behind you and floats towards the chair.
I've been looking for you.
The old voice says as he crumbles the ball of light up like a piece of paper and tosses it into the fire.
I am in charge of the souls of the dead here in the Libram. When someone dies, I send their soul to rest in the catacombs until they can be set free from the Libram. However, there are some mischievous souls who've hidden from me. They scattered themselves across the Libram, one in each block.
You feel a weight in your hand. Looking down, you see her holding a small black stone.
Use that stone to trap the wayward spirits. For every spirit you bring me, I'll allow you to visit a level of the catacombs. Not only will you find the treasures of the dead, you'll be able to unlock more of your power as well. Just beware the rest of the spirits of those you defeated. They will attack you ceaselessly. Now go! Return when you have found another one of my lost souls.
Goodbye. Creepy old dude. I'll talk to you later. Right now, let's rest. Because that heals the party. Which is important. My shelves are empty. Pity. Let's talk to the skill trainer. Who will make us slightly more powerful. Then we will go back to the strange old house and visit the catacombs. Because we get cool shit down here. If I can find my way around. Ooh, money. There's money in these here catacombs. There are ghosts in these here catacombs. We'll blind them. We will freeze people we have no business dealing with at this level. Honestly, the catacombs are not somewhere you should necessarily come this early on because everything is way more powerful than you are. Like, all these enemies are roughly on the same scale as the knight in terms of strength, but we should be able to defeat them. Maybe. Unless we don't. If we don't, it would be very bad. Blood rage up. Let's focus up. We're going to make our Minotaur as strong as possible while we have the chance. Because that will come majorly in handy very soon. That's a cheap shot, someone. See, a strength modifier does, to a point, affect your attack power. Sorry, I had a hard time thinking what I was trying to say. But, mostly what it comes in handy for is his Bull Rush, which deals damage based on his strength modifier. See? And now with his strength up as it is, he should actually do a decent amount of damage. You know, assuming we don't just straight up die in this fight. Oh, there's one down. If we die, that'll be it for this run. Which would be sad. Oh, there's the cultist down. We'll use the smoke bomb again. We'll use blood rage again. At least with them blind, they're mostly missing. But yeah, I don't think the party composition and level was good enough to come down here quite yet, honestly. Oh, there goes the goblin. And there's the end of our party. Hope is lost. You failed to escape and now must spend an eternity slowly going mad in your sail. And that has... What's that?
I said, whoops-a-daisy.
It happens. And that has been Paper Sorcerer for today. I will be back on probably Saturday if things go well for more streaming. If you didn't catch me live, I will be uploading the VOD of this to YouTube. Please feel free to share this and follow me on Twitch. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, I will... The channel for that is... I'll put a link to that in the chat before I sign off. And this is Ricky Raccoon. Peace.